And welcome back to another edition of Trogly's Guitars. Today we have a really odd bird, and these are the models I absolutely love. This is a 1989 Gibson Les Paul Studio Lite Pro. Very long title to this one, and there weren't very many of these guys made. It's rumored as little as 50 in the atomic yellow, but there's not much information out there. There's a few other colors, and there was also a junior model, which had a really weird looking black pickguard that covered this, so it only had a bridge pickup. And these are supposedly stacked humbuckers, but they're really punchy sounding, and I really like the sound of this guitar. But it does have an issue that all of these suffer, and we'll get into that here in a little bit. What piqued my interest on this model is it has a standard headstock. You have your gorgeous mother-of-pearl Gibson inlay there, and that's a requirement for me. If it's got the gold lettering, I'm not as into the guitar. So it has that. It has a locking nut here, which I'm not a big fan of, but I guess you need them. It has an ebony fretboard. The frets are in good shape, and they have quite a bit of life left to them. It doesn't look like this one's been played all that much. However, what I have played of this guitar, I really dig this guitar. I wish I had the capabilities here to restore this into a proper playing condition. Now, there are a few scratches, nicks, and dings, especially up here on the headstock. There's a paint chip. Got some scratches here. I mean, it's been played, but not too heavily. There's also some discoloration right here. It's slightly dark. I tried cleaning it off. I was unsuccessful. So I'm guessing those are just in the finish. And you are missing your pickup top there, but it still works fine. Okay, so these things came stock with a Steinberger KBX bridge. I've never dealt with one of these before, so maybe it's just ignorance on my part and I don't have this set up right, but when I first got this guitar, it was unplayable. Basically, you have this bridge here, and it has a little thing that hangs down under it, and there's a spring in here that attaches into it, and somehow that affects the tension of the strings there, and I don't really know what I'm doing. You can see the spring in there, but the issue with this is these posts right here, if we can focus, right here, they lean forward and they cause issues. Now what I've done is I've taken the surrounds that were around there that were causing it to lean forward, and I broke them off. The first one I did that accidentally. And then the second one I thought, well, maybe I thought of a fix. So I broke that second one off too, and I was able to bend them back into position. So I believe that's kind of how it's supposed to look. These are just supposed to be a little higher up. So you may be able to use this bridge, or maybe I completely destroyed it, but this project is going to be sold as is. I mean, right now you can pull back on the bridge here, but you really can't go forward without being scared for your life that this thing's just going to rocket off to the moon. As you can see, there are some paint chips in there from just fiddling around. I know I caused some of those. But overall, yes, that's going to need some work. I would almost suggest maybe just finish out this route and maybe put a Kaler in it. I don't know if that's possible. And what I was trying to do is I was trying to retrofit a tailpiece in here. Just have a tall tailpiece, like a wrap tailpiece. That way you're not making new holes in the face of the guitar, you're just in that route. Not sure if that's possible either, but that's what I would go for. Either do a wrap tail model or put a Kaler or a Floyd in it or something. Once again, I'm not sure on the plausibility of all that, but this guitar is just too cool to not be played. This is a 1989 model, original finish and all that. No breaks, cracks, or repairs. Now, it is a Lite model, which means it's been weight relieved, and it has this comfort cutaway here, which I absolutely love. You have some very light buckle rash here, but nothing too major, as you can see. And the color's appearing a little bit more green in the photos, however it is very yellow. You are missing a screw there. It's because that is stripped and a screw will not fit. So overall, if you're looking for a cool 80s project, this one's definitely worth your time. And it's a 89 Les Paul Studio Lite Pro in atomic yellow. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.